My name is Liana Magali. I am the Senior Manager of Marketing Technology at Bottomline Technologies. And today we are going to be talking about how our marketing team decided to embark on a journey to lock in on marketing attribution across the buyer journey. Breaking news, Bottomline on a quest to nail marketing attribution. We wanted to inform the overall strategy and go-to-market plans in an effort to drive growth for the company. And I'm going to speak about how Brand Maker's Hive9 product helped us accomplish this. I'll give a brief introduction on Bottomline Technologies. We provide leading SaaS platforms for business payments and digital banking across the globe, offering solutions for multiple lines of business, as you can see represented here. The company is headquartered in New Hampshire and has international offices, with one being located in the United Kingdom. So that's a brief introduction on Bottomline Technologies. Now let's talk about the journey that we took to optimize our marketing planning and performance. The idea of this sounds great, right? But it can be quite overwhelming when you have disparate systems and in some cases siloed teams. But let's not shy away and instead forge ahead as I walk you through our journey, because we will talk about how this can be accomplished and it may not be as overwhelming as it seems. When we began this journey, we were very tactic oriented. Events were on different plans compared to the demand gen efforts, and we didn't have activities against specific audiences. Telemarketing was responding to any lead, not able to prioritize ones in our ideal customer profile easily. We had a fairly mature lead process waterfall, so moving a prospect to a lead, to a marketing qualified lead, to an opportunity, and then ultimately a closed won deal, which is what we all want, right? But that didn't mean it was highly automated, efficient, or easy. We were able to show a lot of marketing contribution, assisting with an outcome, but we wanted to move to attribution. Did it cause the outcome? ROI thinking was what we wanted, from disconnected messages to orchestrated messages that prove true progress. So let's dive in a bit more. When we started, we had challenges with the siloed teams and disparate systems, and our plans essentially died on a PowerPoint. I bet you're thinking that you've experienced this as well. Plans just sitting on a PowerPoint slide, Excel spreadsheet, or some other similar tool. We all know how difficult it can be to pull all those plans together. Even more so when you're dealing with multiple functional groups within marketing, such as communications, operations, digital, events. And then layered in on top of that, the multiple lines of business that need to be supported. You're never really capturing all the details you'd really like to in one place, such as target audiences, their need, the program type, tying that back to the budget that you're spending. This results in limited visibility and limited measurement. You can't see it and you can't measure it. We didn't know if we were triple touching some people and missing others completely. Luckily, we could capture first touch and last touch of the campaigns a person was on, but had no easy way to see all the touches in between and the audience's progress, who they were and what we were doing with them. So what did these problems mean? How many activities were they doing? What was the result? Does that correlate with these other activities over here? We wanted to get to the point where we could see the marketing plan with all the details needed to measure and view performance in one location. And there are plenty of tools that you can use to do marketing planning with, but we wanted to have a system that allowed us to automatically pull back performance as well and run report quick views to make informative decisions easily. So we all know, or we should all know, technology does not solve bad process. So the first thing we did was refine new planning. We structured meetings with the global team to refocus and emphasize building plans based on the audience and the need. Who was the audience? What was their need? And how were we going to reach them in an integrated way? We created a hierarchy that was the audience and the need. And then from there, how are we going to go after them? And then how are we going to spend budget on activities to go after them? We did this initially in PowerPoint and moved it into systems to make it operational. This allowed us to see our strategic plan, campaigns, programs, and tactics, and we could see budget and goals. We never had this before. When doing so, we adjusted the campaign hierarchy for efficiency. We fixed our campaign attributes to capture additional details we wanted to measure on that we never had before, such as revenue, asset size, verticals, much more detail. And we determined what data should be pushed to the CRM as insight for sales versus what needed to be kept in the operational system, Brandmaker's Hive9 tool for the marketing to measure on. Then we partnered with IT and Brandmaker's Hive9 team to establish templates, trainings, timelines, and phases of the project. So where are we at now? We are still working to a paramount state. I think this will forever be true. Everything is constantly evolving and improving within marketing, especially with all the new technologies that are releasing. But we were able to have marketing operations partner with demand gen teams to implement their plans. And the teams were no longer siloed, and instead collaborating inside of this tool, working together to ensure campaign hierarchy and structure is accurate. We can now see all the lines of businesses' plans in one location. Finally. This allows lines of business to draw ideas and inspiration off of each other, seeing initiatives and tactics they may not have thought about doing, but can see other lines of business being successful with. Viewing plans against budget results in centralized location also powers continuous improvement. It allows us to determine if we are receiving a return on our tactical investments, ensuring money is spent on the right initiatives year over year. Our plan is to continue training our cross-functional teams, and we want to ensure tool adoption and optimization. Also, by conducting quarterly reviews, we can learn from users what is working and what isn't. It's also important to leverage the experts. We had a customer success person from Brandmaker join our trainings to provide best practice guidance, which was great. They can provide efficient ways to use the tool or new features that may be released soon that might help with the initiatives you're trying to accomplish. So the heavy lifting for us is done, and we set up the tool in just a few short months. And that also included us adjusting our complete campaign hierarchy, which is a really short amount of time for the amount of work that we had to do. We've come a long way to hit those goals, and we'll continue to evolve and learn, just as the marketing industry does. But I think that we started here, and we moved here after working with Brandmaker's Hive9 tool. But ultimately, we really want to be here, like 1,000 people playing in sync. And we're excited to see where this is going to take us.